Yes, Konami, playing with the big boys and their big toys with $2 million in prize money over the next years. Maybe that eFootball title is actually starting to earn its reputation now. But let's see how serious Konami are over the next year. How respected they want their finalists to be. So what do I mean by respect the finalists? Just they're thinking, they're the best of the UK players, the best of the Spanish, Italians, German. They all meet up in a tournament and the best battle out there. How much, respectable can you get? Well, they are the best of them bunches there. But what they're playing isn't the best. It isn't bringing the best out of them. And what do I mean by that? So let's jump straight into it. Where are the restrictions in weeding out these best players? So if we go into the pass support level, for example, and you can see pass support level 1, it says a little assistance will be provided with regards to pass accuracy and strength. Passes can be controlled using the left stick and some buttons. So this is what you want to see. The little bit of... I don't even want to see the little bit of help. I know we're never going to see a full manual world in the competitive gaming scene, but you want to see just the tiniest bit of guidance being put in from the game. But this is what most pros will use. I don't know why I inverted it, because they are using this, and they are good players, let's not say that. But when you say pros, you really want to see them be pushed to their limits from the game and the opponent, not just their opponents. But this is what level 3 says. Assistance will be provided regarding pass target, accuracy and strength. Pass destinations and strength are controlled automatically. I mean, really at the top level, where the best are flying in from all over the world in one room, and you're not even pushing them to their own limits. This is ridiculous. This is something that Konami have not changed for the last few years. Why are they doing this? It's unbelievable. I'm going to show you, the first half of football you're going to see right now, which is about to be kicked off. That's going to be me playing on pass support level 3. And I never play on pass support level 3. And I decided, let's just try to ping pong and see what it's like. And then we'll compare it to pass support level 1. Before I do that though, lads, what I'm going to say is, like I said, I want to see these guys, whether I make it to the finals or some other new people make it to the finals. I just want to look at them and think, you know what? They're playing at a level, and they're playing at a level that I probably am not capable of. That's why I'm not there, or they're out tactically done me or something like that. But they're being pushed to their limits from the game, and also being pushed to the limits from their opponent. So now we're going to turn our attention onto the pitch. This is our first match at pass support level 3, and I'm going to be brutally honest with you guys. This first goal you're about to see, I was aiming for Goretzka. I was aiming for Lewandowski. Look at him. He stays back near the penalty spot. And I thought, if you look at Goretzka, I saw him, but I thought he's got 2 defenders in his way. It's too hard to cross. That was me thinking at pass support level 1. But when I played the cross and he went to Goretzka, I thought, I've just been gifted a goal here. Like, I didn't intend to go for Goretzka. That pass was too hard in my eyes. But obviously, pass support level 3, it not only does that hard part for you, it does it with so much ease. It even picked the free goal for me. So then it took me about 5-10 minutes to get out of that mode where I need to buy my own bit of space, because when you play on pass support level 1, what you normally do is you turn yourself, then play the pass for the most accuracy and most strength behind it. But you'll notice here, lads, when I do get the ball back, you'll see one of the passes I play right now, I don't even turn. This pass right now you're about to see, I don't even turn. I just think, let the game do it. Let the game do it. Let's see the quality in the pass. And I start to develop that over the half, and you'll see my passing get a lot crisper. And I'm just thinking, I'm not even trying. This is embarrassing. Like, you'll notice that it says my microphone gets muted, because right now, in this first 20 minutes of game, I'm playing with my PlayStation friends in the party, just chatting away. Then a phone call comes, so I'm on the phone, and I'm not even concentrating. I'm one of the worst multitaskers, and the passing accuracy and the lack of... I was purposely at a point where I'm just going to press X. I don't even need to see who I'm going to pass it to. I'm just going to press X. I'm just going to press X. Keep pressing X. And that's what happens. I just start out, it gets to about 20-25 minutes in the game. I just keep pressing X. I'm not even thinking about who I'm going to pass it to. Let's just see the quality of the pass. And you'll notice, lads, it's embarrassingly easy. And it just made me think, when I was playing or trying to play Formula 1 esports, I went to the first competition, and the restrictions that, even at the low level of entry, was no gear assistance, so it was no automatic gears, there was no driving lines, no brake assists, no traction control, no stability management. All that stuff was restricted, off the table. There's no sort of, you can have this or that. it was all off the table, and I found it a nightmare. Because first of all, I didn't play that much F1, so I needed the driving line. A lot of the tracks I needed the driving line. The rest of the stuff I could deal with, but the driving line I was missing. So if I spent a bit more time, I could get the driving line. But what that game was doing, it was pushing me to my limits. My limits. The game was saying, look, if you're good enough to compete, you need to get the maximum from this car, from this game. Then you're good enough to then actually compete with other people. Then you've got to outdo them. So you've got to be the best at what you can do in your car. Then you've got to outdo the other opponents. Where in PES, it's like, we're going to give you every bit of help. Now all you got to do is go beat an opponent. That's it. We're not even going to test your in-skill game limits and stuff. And I'm thinking, that's just embarrassing. Like, how can this be happening? You're talking now, of all times, you're going to have $2 million throughout the year. Just have that level of skill be shown through every single aspect of the game, where people have to think about these passes more. Because over the last few years in PES, you know, well, we're talking esport levels. So you just say the last 2 years where Konami have really tried to step up the levels. Past support level 1 and 3, there wasn't as big a gap. There was a gap, but it wasn't as big. This year, there's a bigger gap between past support level 1 and past support level 3, and it has to be utilized. I was about to say used, but it has to be utilized to its best. You've got to let people basically show their full skill levels. And I know full manual is not going to happen. That's never going to happen. And to be honest, I kind of agree with it not happening to the point, because you want to see the difference between someone using someone like, you're talking one of the best passers in football, like Pjanic. You want to see that difference of him passing the ball as opposed to Scott McTominay, who's the cover boy. I just see his picture there, but I'm not trying to pick on him. But I want to see that if you press X with him and X with him, yes, there is a, you know, it's going to be easier to pass with Pjanic than it would be with Scott McTominay, where if that was on full manual, you wouldn't get that same feeling. So I understand having pass support level 1, so it actually makes having certain players in the team important as well. But pass support level 3 is ridiculous. It needs to go, and you'll know why. It's almost like a different game as well. So when I say it's almost like a different game, you'll notice it's hard to show right now. Not every pass is going to be perfect, even at pass support level 3, especially when I'm not even trying to make it perfect. But when I say it's a different game, lads, at pass support level 1, you'll even notice the flow of the game. The ball even seems, the physics feel different on it. Like, at pass support level 3, everything feels so laser guided, and it just feels like it's on rails. But when you're playing on pass support level 1, which you're about to see very soon at the end of this half, you'll notice that one of the first few passes, I'm only going to show snippets of pass support level 1 where I try to be abusive on it, because there's no point in me showing you that, you know, I'm turning on the ball, making the nice passes. I'm going to show you pass support level 1 when you try to play it like it's pass support level 3 and pinging it about like this. Like, look at this. Does this all not feel too fast? Like, the ball leaves the player's foot at just say 10 miles per hour and it reaches there at 9, so it loses a little bit of speed. But when you're playing at pass support level 1, look, it leaves at like just say 10 miles per hour but reaches at 5. It just feels a bit more realistic. I'm not saying they're the actual speeds, but you get my point. Like, look, the passes are either slightly off point or slightly wayward, slightly, you know, too like slow, or even too fast, where the first touch isn't, you know, great. And that's one thing also about the first touches. When you're playing on pass support level 3, the first touches are almost done for you. Forgive the shooting. We will pretend that never happened, and we will definitely work on that in the full game. But no, as I was saying, at pass support level 3, the first touches are pretty much like almost non-existent, in the sense that you don't even have to think about them. They're almost perfect for you because of how perfect the pass is. But here, when you're playing on pass support level 1, you're thinking, I have to make sure that that guy's either got a good first touch on for him, so I don't hit it at him too hard, or I don't under-hit it, so he has to then run to the ball and then gather it and have to then do more work with the ball. Because what makes a good pass in reality is the less work that the recipient of the pass has to do, the better the pass. So that's how good passing normally works. Where you play on pass support level 1, and you can see here, lads, although I'm still creating chances, and, you know, alright, the AI, defensive AI could be better to stop some of these chances. You can see, though, these chances aren't, like, crisp to a point. Look, even this cross here, yes, it's on his weaker foot, so that could also be part of why it's a poor pass, but look how wayward it was off the point. And this is what I mean, like, it just felt a lot more rewarding playing the game like this. And at the top end, lads, it shouldn't just be about a matter of should it feel rewarding. It should be the fact that you should be the best players at the top. being pushed to the limits from the game and the opponent, not just the opponent. And I understand having level 2 and level 3 in the game. Yes, there's going to be new players coming to PES, so I understand. I'm not saying get rid of it from the game, I'm just saying get rid of it at esports, because you know, I understand people coming from FIFA might find the passing way too hard straight away, and they may need to go on to level 2 or level 3 straight away, and if that's their limit, then fair enough, esports isn't for them. Simple as that. If you can't play the game at a good level at anything below like passport level 3, then sorry, you're not ready for the top level. Konami need to stop kind of catering to these noobs, and it's just annoying that it's like that. But yeah guys, I want to know what you guys think of this sort of stuff, because I just can't imagine like a game being represented at the highest level, but then you've got all these assists on, and people talk about FIFA having their assists on. Yes, I understand that, but you got to remember, FIFA for me isn't even a proper football game, and to be honest, their esport competitive side is all about reaction times. Because the game is played at such a ferocious speed, it's all about the fastest reactions and stuff like that. So I kind of have the tiniest bit of respect for them. I probably respect the PES players more, to be honest, but I kind of, it's a mixture. I don't even watch any of them, to be honest, like at esports level, because it's embarrassing to watch. FIFA doesn't look like a football game when you watch it at esports level, and PES, everything just feels too fake. That's it. It doesn't even feel like they're breaking a sweat when they play. And I don't mean break a sweat, but I mean, it feels like they're not even trying when they play. So it's like, when I say they're not trying, what I mean is, I'm not saying that they're not thinking about how to beat the opponent, but what they're doing on the pitch, you know, these through balls over the top, all that, second to none with them, because everything is so done for them, it's ridiculous. So yeah guys, I want to know what you guys think about this, and you know, I want to compete, to be honest. I do want to compete, but I'm thinking, can I really compete at passport level 1? Because I can't play this game at passport level 3. I find it too mind-numbingly boring to play like that, to be honest. But I'm just wondering, is it capable of playing like this? I can't do Master League. Sorry, I can't do my club at level 1 and then go compete at level 3. It's too much mixture in there. And I don't know, man. I just pray to God, Konami, really think, let's push our athletes or esports players, whatever you want to call them. I've heard people call esports player athletes, and to be honest, they shouldn't. They shouldn't. But either way, have you seen some of these esports players? Yeah, they're not athletes, man. Forget that. That's another debate anyway. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about all this in the comment section. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you did like it, lads, remember to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, remember to subscribe. Let me know your comments in the comment section. Until then, guys, peace.